Oh, hello there. All right, so this is probably going to be a pretty boring one. Oh yeah, by the way, welcome to QA Bootcamp. My name is Daniel Campbell, and we are going to go over a pretty boring topic today. We're going to go over the tools that I use, and my various things that I do whenever I'm bugging stuff or whenever I'm doing QA. So, we'll go through them pretty quick. I'll try to make sure that the download link for all of the programs is going to be in the doobly-doo, the description, and let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that I use is Greenshot. This is a very simple screenshotting tool where you'll just basically hit print screen and it will let you sort of crop what you want to do. So hang on, I remapped it just recently, but yeah, you can do all these different things like, send it directly to Imgur, send it to Picasa or whatever. That shows you how old this program is. It says it still uses the term Picasa whenever I think Picasa turned into Google Photos like 3 years ago, but I digress. So yeah, you'll just, select your region and bam, it'll ask you what you want to open it in, what you want to export it to. Usually I just use save as, or I send it to Paint. So that's Screenshot, and like I said, I do use Paint for the most part whenever it comes to editing or circling things. So like say if I found a bug on this page, which I didn't, but let's see, paint, bam. All right, so yeah, I would just do the standard, switch to red, get the little oval tool, boom, thickness. Hey, look at that. There's a bug there, and the E, there's not, but you know what I'm saying. So, yep, that's it for that. Probably the single biggest productivity tool that I use is one called Ditto, which is this right here. It basically copies, remembers your last, I think it's 500 copies by default, but you can get it a lot bigger. You can change it and customize it. I've got mine to 7,000 or something crazy like that. So the reason that's useful is whenever you're making sort of templates and stuff like that for a bug, like say you posted a bug, an art bug, to do with a tree, an hour ago, and you've since copied like 30 things and like, oh man, this other bug I got to post is almost identical. Well, what you can do is if you copied it, you can go back and be like, bam, oh yeah, I remember that. So you don't even have to search for it. You can just be like a tree, and boom, there it would be. It would look for everything tree. I don't know. Let's see, clipping. Boom. See, there you go. Clipping is all the stuff that I have with clipping in it. So that's Ditto. That's pretty straightforward. What you'll want to look for is Ditto Clipboard Manager. Boom, and it is free. And all of this stuff is going to be free. You should not pay for any of this. So you can use the download 64-bit, the portable files. Whatever works best for you. All right, so what else do we use? Okay, so this one is a little back and forth. So I used to use OBS for this. So basically, if you'd still like to use OBS, this is what I do. There's this little handy thing called a replay buffer. Basically what that does is that records the last X number of milliseconds of your recording. So if you're playing the game and then you saw a bug, but it's not reproducing, you're not sure how to reproduce it, you can actually just hit that replay buffer, and then it'll be like, oh, well, here's your last 30 seconds. Let's see, and you can change the output. I usually like to change my hotkeys so I can start recording, and actually just whenever I want to save the replay buffer, I just hit that button, and then bam, suddenly the last 30 seconds of my recording are recorded, which is pretty handy. So yeah, this is my mapping. So one thing you'll want to make sure is you do have to enable replay buffer. It will tell you whenever you try to, it's like, hey, this has to be enabled, and then it'll tell you exactly where to go to enable it. I can't exactly remember. I think it may have been around here. Oh yeah, enable replay buffer right there. Change what your space you want to put it in, all this stuff. Okay, so that's what I used a while back, and a lot of people may not like Xbox Game Bar, but I actually really like Xbox Game Bar. Oh no, wait, I'm recording this using OBS. I actually like Xbox Game Bar. So how you would use it is, let's see, let me go and launch a game. Okay, so let's say you're in the game and you see a bug. You can hit Windows G, as in golf. And then from here, you can record the last 30 seconds, or you can take a screenshot, which I think that's much easier than having to mess with OBS. You can also hit, if you're using an Xbox controller, you can hit the Xbox guide button and it will also open it up. But one quick thing, a caveat to that is if you have your controller plugged in via a cord, for some inexplicable reason, a lot of times it will not pick up the middle mouse or the middle button, the Xbox guide button. So you will still have to use Windows G to get it. So like, see, I could just boom, and then it will show up in my, actually I'm not sure if it'll show up in the gallery or not, just because I have that default change, that default location. I think this is just straight up record if you want to record, and let me see, mic recording. So let's see, that's about it for that. Really, it's a very simple, like if I were going to be doing something where I'm like setting up the QA things, I would show you guys more about like Jira and Spiceworks, or you know, some other system. But those are really the main tools that I use in my day-to-day QA testing. Like I said, I know this is a super boring video, but you know, it's one of those things. Testing games isn't always super exciting and fun. So, but it is a great job. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything like that, please feel free to reach out to me. Leave a comment on the video. I do read them. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day. Bye.